transportation challenges require smart, sustainable designs. And civil engineering.
All right. Hello and welcome again to our free online lesson. And let me introduce myself first. I'm Shafiq Farhan as a product manager, design and manufacturing for Acad system. And for today's topic, we are focusing on fluid simulation or fluid animation. So let me go to our website first. So this will be our main website, acadsystems.com. Right, so before I start, I would like to welcoming our participant that joined us, Miss Zarina, Mr. Zainuddin, Miss Azriati Ishaq, and also Mr. Ricky. So thanks for joining our Zoom meeting, our free online lesson from our Zoom. And also for those that join us from our Facebook Live, most welcome also. Right, so if you have any question regarding this topic, later on, you can go asking on our chat box, or you just comment into our Facebook page. So this will be Acad system website, and we are Autodesk Gold Partner, and also an authorized training center, premium authorized training center. So for you, if you plan to have a Autodesk software, for example, AutoCAD or AEC collection, PDMC collection, okay, you can ask quotation from Acad system. Right. So our main focus, our main tagline, which is we are focused on CAD, is cool, exciting, and fun. So this will be the good benefit for you if you want to learn more about CAD with Acad system. So inside our website also, you can see the latest promotion, which is this will be the last December promotion for flash sales, trade-in promotion. And if you like to learn about new software or new features that you think this will be the good benefit for you, you can go to at the bottom of our page, our latest online lesson, our free online lesson. So for today's topic, we are focused on fluid animation. And tomorrow we have live coordination. And for next upcoming week, we also already plan a few topics, including UCS for AutoCAD, AutoCAD Mechanical, and also Inventor. Okay. If you plan to request any new topics, you just can click on this Autodesk workshop request event. So our team will prepare and will provide the topics that as per requested to make sure that you are happy with the topic that we are presenting. Right, so let's we go. So let me share my presentation slide over here. So like I mentioned in earlier stage, so this will be the topics that include inside 3ds Max fluid simulation. So what basically is in fluid simulation means you want to create a 3D moving fluid dynamic fluid object. So you want to make it a moving fluid. So the content for today's topic, we are trying to create a model. We starting from scratch, how we start to create a model and how to set up your fluid and also how to change the properties of your fluid. So this will be the main idea on main button that we are focusing for today's topic. So we will start with create and then we do modifying. Okay, so to create, you will do have a few buttons that you can focus, which is you create a geometry or you want to create a light, camera, or space run. So it doesn't matter. You just after you learn, I believe you will understand on how to create your modeling and also how to transfer from Revit or Inventor file to your 3ds Max. Okay, how to create fluid simulation. So this will be the step. First, you need to have the object. Okay, and the second step, you need to create your fluid first, okay, before you start doing the simulation view. So that will be the simple step. So I believe this will be the simple idea. So before I go to the demonstration, let me study on, okay, so it's quite okay, right? Thanks, Miss Farhana, for joining our free online lesson. So let me launch one poll and here. Okay. So if you want to know if you having any specific question for your industry, later you can go to our chat box and ask question over there. So I go to our slide, our software first. Right, so this will be for your 3ds Max. Okay, I believe for those that have not installed your 3ds Max yet, you can go to manage the already installed and want to use. So this, when you open your 3ds Max, this will be your 3ds Max front interface. Okay, so to start with your 3D modeling, so you can go with this button over here. So the first one, you will have one button for create. Okay, and then you also will have button for choose what item that you want and choose type it, the type of object that you want to create. So now I want to create a simple object first, the box. Okay, to start with the box, I can create from this view. Okay, I just can simply click and drag. So this will be the first idea on creating first box. Okay, when you plan to edit or to modify your shape, the main objective here, the main button that you need to click, which is this button, the modifier button over here. Okay, the right side from your create button. Okay, before you want to modify your object, make sure that you do this step first. So you right click on this object, click on this object, right click and convert to editable poly. So the main reason why, because currently we only have one single box. We don't know the face of your box. Now we want to split into different faces. So for this case, I just convert to editable poly. So now this already changed from solid to editable poly. Okay, what the difference between box and also editable poly? So I back first. So for box, when you try to click, you don't have any option to remove the face. But for editable poly, when you right click, convert editable poly, okay, you can choose their face or their edge here just by clicking on this down button, their polygon, their edge. So for face, it will become a polygon. Inside 3ds Max, face is recognized as polygon. So you can also click on this face and click delete. This will be the first idea. Box, that already created. So I want to make a shell for this box. So what I just need to click on this modify list down button and just look for shell. Okay, when you click shell, you see that you will have another option to change the setting of, to change the parameter of your shell. So over here, I want to make it an inner input, inner amount. Okay, the difference you can see over here. All right, thanks, Mr. Ken, for joining our free online lesson. Right, so I continue back. After I done with this type of shape and I plan to create another shape, just need to click back into create button. So now my idea is to create a sphere from this middle area and create a sphere. So to move your object from one location to another location or to rotate it, so you can use this button up here. So select and move, select and rotate, and select and scale. Okay, for select and move, I just need to click object and click select and move button. So make sure that I bring the object above the box here. So this will be the first idea on how to create a modeling. So this will be the basic modeling. After this, you can see also I already prepared a bit complicated modeling. Okay. when you're done with a basic modeling, to start with your fluid, you need to go to this button and look for a fluid tab here. Click on here again, fluids. So for this case, I want to make it as a liquid fluid. So I just need to create the icon size, create the fluid icon here, and can change the radius, the icon size, and can also move this icon. Okay, for this case, I want to make sure that this fluid is above my sphere. Above my sphere. So later, what will happen? I want to make sure that the water will directly touch the circle, the sphere, and go inside the box. So that will be my objective for this type of drawing. Okay. After I done with moving, go to I done with this setting, this type of setting, if I plan to modify my size, my liquid size or my fluid size, the icon size, so what I can do, I can go back again to modify. Okay, so over here you can change the radius of your fluid and also the icon size for the fluid icon. Okay, I believe this one is not no problem yet. Okay, so to start the simulation, what I can suggest for you, you can change the viewport from this 4 to 1 view only. Okay, because the objective to create 3ds Max give you to do, you need, this will be make you so easy to change the orientation of your parts from top view and also from bottom and front view. So that will be the objective why we have 4 view. To change into one viewport only, you can click here and click only on the one view. Right? So the view cube, I believe the view cube is a same function as other software. So you can click on the home button and change this area to asset, model asset. And now we want to make a fluid to start move, to start animate. So to start animate or simulate your fluid, you need to click on this fluid, again, modify and set up over here. Right. So for your setup over here, you can set a few types of setup before you run a full test. So the first setup, the first item that you need to do is, which is you can to pick on this object first and second object. So what will happen if I not pick into these two items, the fluid will directly go Z direction without touching anything. Okay, that will be the first idea. So the second things that I need to consider is, which is this one, kill planes. So to start my kill planes, I need to create a standard primitive plane over here. So what is the objective of, what is the purpose of this kill planes? So if your water or fluid touch this plane, then the water will be disappear. So that will be the idea. So then I can hide on this plane. Here. So now I want to create a simulation solver. Okay, before I go touch in depth on the solver, you can create a multiple solver one time. Okay, you need to know a few things. The first is about their liquid properties. if you plan to change the viscosity of your fluid, fluid simulation, you can go to simulation view, solver parameter, liquid parameter, and here, viscosity. The larger number of your, the value that you put, your object will be more thick. For example, you want to create a chocolate liquid, then you need to have a larger number. Okay, but if you plan to use a water only, you can use this viscosity as a 0 value. Okay, for this case, I try to make it into 1. The value is 10. Here. Right. So for the second object, or the second things that we need to set up, which is the display setting. So over here, you can change the size of your particle for the fluid later. If I plan to make it 0.5, I can change here. The color and the color minimum and maximum also you can change from here. So without wasting time, I just try to make it a very quick run. Okay, so I change the time frame from 0 to 100 to 0 to 15 only. Okay, after done, your time frame will change from 0 to 15 and click run. Right, so every single frame, 3D Aspects will help you to generate the water flow. Okay, see, you can after that you can see that your water can also try to avoid from the obstacle that they are facing. Okay, starting from this, yeah. Right, so the longer time that you think that you put into your time configuration software to do the simulation. So make sure that you already finalized how long video that you plan. To summarize this object, I already create the finalized design. Okay, this will be the end design that I create from 0 to 30. Okay, I also already set into a few specific setting solver, so I just need to play. So later you can see on the screen. So this will be for the liquid one. For the master setting here, I change to here, right? The master vowel size I already changed into 0.5. They will have a few settings already done. 0.5, 1, and also 0.1. Okay, for 0.5, the result will be look like this. Okay, for 1, the result will be something look like this. Okay, if you try to make it the number of particles more, then you can increase the number of voxel on your solver parameter, simulation parameter, and can change here. Right, so if you want to make it as detailed as you want, you can minimize the numbers, change into the lowest one. So for example, this will be example for 0. So a bit lagging. After you render, your video should be better. So this will be the first idea on creative show to all of you is about this chocolate. So on this object, I already article. Before we go, check the setting. Right. So the setting that I already done here. So what I do is just go to this object, modifier, liquid, simulation view. Right. So the master voxel size is 0.5. The liquid parameter, I change the viscosity to 250. Okay. And the display setting, I change the color minimum from the dark chocolate to a light chocolate. Size, you also can monitor over here. So that will be how to set up your fluid using 3D specs. So now I want to show what are the interest. Okay, so not only can do the straight simulation, for example, like this. You want to, if you plan to do a water raining, also can, or you plan to do a boat that move along to the sea, also you can do the simulation. So for this case, so I try to make one big idea for you first. So how I start to move this object, this boat. So this will be one sample of architectural from Civil 3D. Okay, I can rotate to see. So from Civil 3D, I export to 3ds Max before we try to simulate the water flow. So from here, the first step, you need to configure the time first, time configuration. So for this case, we want to make it 1 to 500 and hit OK. So the setting here will change from 1 to 500. So at a 20th frame, I want to make sure that my boat already moved into a certain distance. So I can click here. Set key. Make sure that you click on this set key, add key. So on this area, you want to make it your boat start moving. Click again, set key, and move along. So what will happen to your boat later on? Here, I delete this key. So from here, I just change to here. Okay, from here, I need to move the object from another location and then press add key. So now you see that your object can be moved along. Okay. So I try to zoom in into a new view. So this will be the idea on how we create. So when you click into one object here, okay, this will be the object that we set. Okay, we already set a key and we move from one location to another location. So after you done with a moving object, that moving object, so what you can do, you can add this one U deflector. So how to use the deflector? You can click on this space wrap option. Force you change to deflector. Then you can view in terms of more realistic view compared to a very flat one. So I try to zoom out. So this will be the result from 0 to n. Right. So this will be the idea that we want to share for today. So for 3ds Max fluid animation or simulation, you can done, okay, in terms of you want to make it your fluid move along your pipe, also you can done. For example, for architectural side, if you plan to make it a waterfall, okay, so decoration for waterfall to make sure that the water can view, so you can also do the fluid simulation. So that will be the benefit when you transfer, how to transfer your 3D modeling from Revit or Inventor, just using this method file. Okay, you can use import or link Revit here. Revit, you can directly import. For Inventor, you need to open your Inventor first, import your Inventor first. before you start dealing with 3ds Max. All right, so I hope you clear about your 3ds Max. So we already done, I already done show how this fluid for this chocolate done, and also how we monitor our how we differentiate our first option, second, and also third. The first one, we are using a simple fluid one. The second one, we change the particle into a smaller one, and the last one, we change the voxel into a lowest numbers. Can we give? All right. So I have question that I answered the question. So on the last part, I show also the boat that move along to the ocean. Right. So question to all of you. So how can 3ds Max do the flow analysis? Right. So to study, either you have a corrosion or you want to study the speed of or the pressure of your fluid. So for fluid flow analysis, you need to use a CFD, computational fluid dynamic software. Okay, 3ds Max is only to do simulation and also analysis. All right, so I have one question, so I answer the question first. Can we move object like 3D XMax using arrow like a real moving, mannequin moving? Yeah, you can use that things, okay, but that one you need to start with the first one we creator. Okay, for character creator only available for those that purchase M&E collection only. All right, so that will be the main part for my presentation. Okay, before I end, so this will be where you can get your 3ds Max. So you can get your 3ds Max when you purchase the collection. Okay, for example, the first one is product design manufacturing collection. 3ds Max normally will use on a sales and bid stage. Okay, and for architecture also, you AEC collection, you also will get a 3ds Max. So whereas when you try to create a simulation for your waterfall and your civil work, so you need to use 3ds Max for fluid simulation. Okay, and also if you go with M&A collection, you just use yeah, for M&A it's quite easy because 3ds Max and also Maya, these two, the main software. Right, so any other question? Okay, Mr. Hanan, so for object, you want to make it a 3D cartoon object. First, you need to make sure that you create a character first using Autodesk character creator. Okay, you can Google a character creator first, and then open using 3ds Max. Then you can move your 3D object, like a moving object. You can do yes. The answer yes. Okay, so any other question from others? If no, so I go back to our Acad system website here. Okay, for Acad system website, we have also implement one new button. So if you want to live chat with our technical or sales, okay, both here, you can either you choose this form to fill up your name, first name, last name, phone, email, and also what are the question that you want to ask, what the inquiry that you want to inquire us. Okay, or you for the live chat, you can also go click on this open channel like a system, and after you chat, we will respond to your inquiry immediately. Okay, that will be the new features or the new services that we give to all of our customer. So if you require any help, including the pricing or including the how to use a specific software, you just go to here and click open chat here. All right. So that will be the new features for all of our customer. So I still wait for another question. If don't have question, all right. Thank you, Mr. Peter. Okay, if you also want to have animation, you plan to do the animation job and you don't have any expertise, you can hire Acad system. We also do provide services to do modeling, to do a simulation analysis. Okay, so as a one-stop solution for your CAD design. So if you require any support or any things that regarding the services, you just go to our website here, go to this area. Okay, just fill up the form. Okay, or you also can click here. I just want to, so my name, Shafiq Farhan, my mobile number, email, and also just type in from and also from Facebook. So hopefully that these topics is already give the better idea for you and make sure that you keep your distance between others. Always wear your mask everywhere and keep washing. Always washing and always wash your hand regularly. Right? Thanks from